I'm open-minded as to what to expect.
I'm looking for a refresh of some messages that have been sent, a little bit of update on how the whole project's going.
Well, I certainly expect to learn a bit more about the safety view that Maersk has, because I think it's a very good program that they follow through with.
Safety is obviously, with the industry we're in, it's number one priority, so just learn about how Maersk go about it is going to be interesting.
It's time today to take a day out and just focus on safety, and what we want to do is help people realise they're part of a team, they're contributing that team, looking out for each other, so looking at what they can do to take ownership and make this a safer place and look out for their colleagues.
Good morning and welcome to this Global Safety Day for Maersk Oil. I've really been looking forward to this day because I think last year, certainly for me, was a fantastic inspirational day. I took a lot away from our discussions last year, and I hope today that we can get something really similar out of the event.
It's certainly not ticking a box, but it's certainly not just one day, and that makes all the difference. We constantly need to focus on safety and what our role is and how we contribute to that, how we make it a safer workplace. And now and again we run bigger events to maybe make a step change, and that's what today's about, to give people the space in a really busy environment to take time out, think how do we refocus, and is there something extra we can be doing. Could you please join me in welcoming Karen?
I was pushing myself too hard. I didn't feel vulnerable at all. I thought nothing would ever happen to me. I was climbing on sea cliffs in Cove Bay, just a few miles from here. Lovely sunny day, much like today. It was March, and it didn't cross my mind that anything could go wrong. I thought I had the necessary safety in place, but it wasn't enough. And the equipment that I'd put into the rock face to hold the rope in place came away, and I fell, hit the rocks at the bottom, and woke up 4 days later in Aberdeen Royal Infirmary to be told that I was paralysed from the chest down.
To protect us from the hazards that we're exposed to, we put a number of barriers in place, safety measures, if you like. And it's recognising what those barriers are and what our role is in making sure the right barriers are in place and they are protecting us from those hazards.
You know, sometimes I think that when we think something's impossible, before we can believe that it's, even remotely believe that it's possible, we need just some kind of piece of evidence that it can be done. So maybe somewhere in the back of your mind, I don't know, maybe some of you think, is it possible to be incident-free? Is that possible? Well, it is possible because people do it.
And you're now dealing with the risk and you're looking at it from that point of view.
Everyone's back in their own teams now, looking at how they can be role models, what the barriers are, what their individual roles are, what the team roles are.
We're seeing which ones are still relevant and if they've got the correct focal points.
So would that come under safety barriers, or what are we doing to be safety role models?
It gets the teams to focus, it gets them to think about what is their contribution. And the reason for us breaking into the smaller teams is so that we can hear everybody's voice.
Providing deck support to Griffin as we head towards an incident-free start-up.
Delivering a quality service to support an incident-free start-up.
Excellent teamwork and a strong focus on safety is driving us towards an incident-free start-up.
How things have changed on the Janus.
Bringing permanent safety to safe to go started.
Aye, can you remember how it used to be?
Any questions on the brief this morning, lads?
We need to keep momentum and we need to keep progressing. In order to do that, I think it takes real visible safety leadership. And I'm not talking about safety leadership at senior levels, I'm talking about across the whole organization. We are all part of either setting the priorities or certainly influencing the priorities that we set every day. We all play a role in that, and we need to get that right every day.
The challenge is, as individuals, what is every individual going to personally take away from today?
It helps everyone focus on some of the messages that are being sent.
It should be very important for everybody in the company.
Most of the employees have learnt basic safety. We now need to extend that further.
We're told that for race mode, to be the best that we can be and to win that race, which is what we're supposed to do, then we need to be in computer mode. But it's a great reminder that we are all human, and no matter how many procedures are in place and no matter how many barriers are in place, there's very often just a split-second moment when, because we're human, we can make a decision which is either a really good one or a really bad one, or can have huge, huge implications.
We are all role models for each other. We inspire each other and we learn from each other, and it's positive